All right, welcome back to another week of Hometown Highlights. The Forest Area Marching Band, kind enough to join us in studio this evening for Week 7. And we got the football. Kristen had it earlier. I took it from her. I got an interception in the commercial break. Lots to decide as part of Week 7. The biggest conference in our region, the Big North Conference, has virtually a league championship on the line tonight with TC West and Cadillac both entering undefeated in league play. The Vikings are 6-0 overall, while West is 4-2, but the tough non-conference schedule has given West a true test for a dogfight tonight, and it was just that. Low scoring in the first half. Titans up 7-0 near the end. Jalen Brooks makes something happen through the air, finds Tanner Durr down to a few yards of the end zone. Just a few ticks left on that clock, then Brooks up the middle. This is with 3 seconds left to go. Jalen does his thing. He gets in the end zone. The extra point is missed, but the good news, Vikings are on the board 7-6. West leads at halftime. In the third now, Titans on a great drive. QB Jeff Turnquist goes to the corner, finds Zach McGuire. McGuire gets down near the 10. It's looking like the Titans have a great chance to score, and Turnquist does his best impression of Brooks, goes to the corner, gets the whistle to go. Titans lead 14-6, but Cadillac, an amazing second half by the home team. They go on to win and take the driver's seat to the Big North Conference 26-31 this evening. Well, the Titans and Vikings may have been the largest markets going at it this week as far as city-wise. Lake City and Beal City, they're both 6-0 in the Highland Conference and are two of the highest rated programs in the state. Plus the Highland Conference titles on the line pretty much. Drew Marion goes through the air. Kevin Kunkel, hello, great pass connection there near the sideline. Marion then to his brother Lucas. I did confirm this, they are brothers. Take my word for it. Easy 7-0 start for Lake City. Then after that, Beal City drive goes nowhere. Nathan Holt for the Trojans lights up the crowd even more. They were already ecstatic. They became unglued at this point. A beautiful kick return. Looks like he's going all the way, but the Aggie defense trips him up around the 4-yard marker. Drew Marion, the QB, does his thing though. A lot of Jalen Brooks impressions tonight. 14-0 Trojans. We're just 4 minutes into this ball game. Lake City is up very well and doing very well. You know the Aggies weren't going away though. Ryan Tillman gets the inside spot here, blocks a punt that gives the possession to the Aggies, and Ty Rolland does the rest. Rushing score makes it 14-7, and this one lived up to the billing. Went to overtime, high-scoring affair where Beal City, the road team, took it once again, 42-35. The Aggies won last year. Let's head over to Spencer.
Well, if the Grayling Vikings plan to repeat as Lake Michigan Conference champions this year, they'll have to go through another rigorous schedule to prove they are the best. So far, so good after a 48-28 win last week over the Elks of Elk Rapids. Tonight, another challenge from 5-1 Kalkaska under the lights in Grayling. In the first, Grayling already looking good. They're up 14-6. Jake Swander throws the red zone pick to Jacob Shire. He's just a freshman out there. And Kalkaska, they're looking to capital. They did. Kalkaska looking to cut into that lead. Will Noble connects with Cameron Kavanaugh for the score. It's 14-12 at that point. Vikings still in control. Grayling back on the offensive. Michael Branch picks up 12 tough yards on the ground here. Then it's Swander again dropping back. He gets Brandon Latsuk, but that drive was stalled again. In the second quarter, that was kind of a theme for Grayling. To get close, so close, they couldn't punch it in. The Blazers looking for a spark, though. The handoff goes to Caleb Hauser. He takes it, and he goes 40 yards flying down the sideline. He's very dangerous because he puts out of bounds there, and it's Noble again. He hits Josh Hill for a score. They would lead 18-14 at halftime here, but the Vikings, they pitch a second-half shutout, and they win this one, 35-18.
Grayling's still looking good.
Grayling looking great. These guys, Boyne City, they're in Charlevoix tonight looking perfect, looking for that matchup against the Grayling Vikings. And it's we're hit pick up here in the second half, and Boyne City starts with the ball, and they'll turn it over quickly. Charlevoix's Luke Klinger, he turns on the Jets, gets knocked out of bounds, and the Raiders are in scoring position here in the second half. It's up to Nate Moon, who will drop back. He looks right, and he finds Will Tellingoff down the sideline for a huge gain, right down to the 1-yard line. The Raiders, they just got to give it to the big fella here. That's Brian Nort. He punches it in from 3 feet out. And just like that, Raiders looking good. But Boyne City, they're not going to let this one get away. Corey Redmond, always dangerous. He drops back here, looks right, finds Cole Butler down the sideline. He stumbles a bit, but he's going to turn it on. Get in for 6 there. And the Ramblers, they get a big Lake Michigan Conference win tonight, 45-14 over the Charlevoix Red Raiders.
Well, let's head over to Mansalona. Spence, what do you think of that? Ski Valley South title champs likely again for the Ironmen. Gaylord St. Mary, though, a dangerous team. They're always fun to watch, too. Cameron Juniak there, great steamrolling his way down the field for the first down. And Nick Harrington, he's the guy to watch. Look at this placement on the throw. This guy could be in the NFL.
Beauty
Jack
over the shoulder.
Lochinski catches that one, and the Snowbirds looking great. Harrington decides, I'm going to get the 6 on this one, fellas. Don't worry about it. But the Ironmen, they're scary. They're defending their home turf. Justin Spires, I've said he's playing inspired, but I guess tonight I'm saying he's playing scary for that home team. On the Ironmen's next drive, they'll do it again. This time Chase Wilcox Wiggling Wilcox. Look at him get through the defense. Drag down. Is that Harrington on defense dragging him down? Either way, he'd score.
Both ways.
Mansalona wins big tonight, 59-14. They just need one more win to return to the playoffs. All right, the Forest Area Marching Band getting us going this Friday night, and it's always great to have the bands in the studio, and they're pretty chipper for a team. Unfortunately, they came up short. Central Lake defeated Forest Area tonight 34-14. Well, a lot of buzz swirling around the merger of the Lake Michigan and Northwest football conferences next year that will form a huge 14-man super conference. The only downside to the combo, having to say goodbye to a legendary league that goes back more than 50 years. 7-4's Spencer Wheelock. I spot him over on the Weather Center. We're going to toss to him for more. Spencer.
Hey, thanks, Harrison. It's the Northwest Conference is a symbol tradition for Northern Michigan football since half-century of play. Tonight, unfortunately, the final night the league foes would meet as part of that league. Glen Lake traveled to Sutton's Bay for their rivalry game with the Northmen tonight. They were victorious once again, 55-14. That clinches the last outright Northwest title and adds to the impressive 7-0 start by the Lakers. Big one next week against Traverse City St. Francis. We'll be sure to have that update next weekend. Always a good rivalry game in Benzie County between the Huskies and the Panthers of Frankfort. First possession of the game, Frankfort not wasting any time. David Loney, he hits Mason Loney. It's Loney to Loney for 6. The Panthers up 6-0 early. They would go for 2 here. Loney would hit Connor Bradley on a nice out route, and he's wide open for the 2 points. Yeah. They go up 8-0 just like that. And the ensuing kickoff, Frankfurt, a little trickeration here, onside kick, and the Panthers' Sam Stockdale would recover it. And they're looking good again in the first, but on that drive, the Huskies, they would flex some defensive muscle. Wyatt Bostic contains this one nicely, turns it back inside, and a whole slew of Huskies help bring them down. Then on 4th and short, Frankfurt up to the line quick. QB sneak is absolutely blown up by the Huskies, but Frankfurt, they will go on to win this rivalry game 20-0 on the road at Benzie. Kingsley, they're needing 2 wins in the final 3 weeks to return to the playoffs, visiting Mesek tonight. Some more trickeration, opening kickoff of the second half, already up 28-8. The Stags get the onside kick, and they're looking to capitalize right away. They give it to number 7, that's Dan Gellis. He gets the edge, and he makes a move here, and he's rumbling and stumbling, barrels his way into the end zone. It's 35-8 Kingsley at that point in the third. The Stags are driving again. They try to reverse, but big Luke Somsel of the Mesek Bulldogs not to be fooled. He stays home and lays the wood there.
I'd hate to see that guy in the football.
He's a big boy, I'll tell you what. But on that same drive, another jet sweep, this time to the right. Derek takes it in for a 20-yard TD. And just like that, 42-8. Stags piling it on here. Mesek looking to air it out in the third again. They launch it deep, but this is a beautiful interception. He stumbles a little bit, and Jared Lusick, he picks it off, and that would pretty much seal the deal in this one. Stags win big tonight, 42-14 on the road.
Yeah, you can't put the Stags away. Good effort by Mesek, though. 2 teams still fighting for a playoff spot. 5-1 Everett, 4-2 McBain. This one was a doozy. Jumping to the second. Everett with the ball. Senior Jacob Fortune. I love his name. Beautiful throw to Jacob Hopkins. Fends off a couple Ramblers, and he gets the score. They're up 18-14. McBain fighting right back, though. Zachary Stephen with the ball. He runs it in. Ramblers, they have the lead now.
A lot of winged helmets out there tonight.
And they got that hometown support, so that's a big deal. 2-point conversion, they're going for it. Oh, yeah. Jordan Vanderhoff's throw complete to Kyle Hooker. McBain now 22-18. Everett would get the ball back, though. Fortune's throw is intercepted. Brian Mulder is the culprit just before the half. Now, despite a good effort by the Ramblers, it's the Wildcats who get the best of the Ramblers by 3, 31-28. Great game out of the Highland Conference. Another Highland Conference game, Manton, Pine River. Manton down 27-21 in the fourth quarter. Bucks have the ball and running, but the running back fumbles. Keith Brotherton, he gets on top of it. He gives the Rangers a chance in the fourth. Then Tristan Rosted. Check this out. I lost him in the crowd, but he's still going. He's somewhere there, yep, on the far end.
Keeping the legs turning.
Yeah,
keeping the legs turning.
I heard that from the Manton PA announcer.
If you keep the legs going, good things will happen.
QB Brock Clough looking for 6, but it's deflected down by Skylar Nelson. Skylar, perfect name for a cornerback if that's what he is. Bucks hold on to win at home, 27-21. Forest area, why don't you guys finish things off the best way we know how with some good old-fashioned high school marching band music.